Hey everyone, how you doing? Today I'm very excited. One thing I'm a fan of, let me just say, I love all kinds of movies, especially when it comes to documentaries. But I also like documentaries about the movie itself, movies that you grew up on, the movie that you like, that you enjoy. And, even though you have Blu-rays with behind the scenes, commentary, and making of, but there's nothing like watching a full length movie about the making of this movie or such, like something like Godfather or a movie documentary about the first Justice Till Dawn, which I was a fan. I wish I loved the franchise, by the way. It was good to see the making of Justice Till Dawn because you see what Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez go through, and behind the scenes and so on. And this is one of those movie documentaries that I'm also excited for, like I said. And of course, everybody knows this franchise, John Wick. Yes, this documentary is called Wick Is Pain, which covers all four John Wick movies, about the making of, how it came to be, the ups and downs, the trials and error of making the very first movie itself, which mainly more focus on the first movie because that's the beginning of it, and how they're able to get the rest of the money, and who actually put up the money, which was a shock, by the way, when I saw this for the first time. Like, oh wow, this person saved the first. If it wasn't for this person, we probably never had the first John Wick movie released. It probably been in the back burner for a long time, but I won't spoil it for you. But it's a popular female actress who had a popular show. She's still popular, a young Latina actress. Let's put it like that. That's a little clue for you right there. But you get interviews with the director, producers, people who's behind the scenes of the movie in general. Of course, Keanu Reeves is in this documentary, of course, which is great because you want the lead actor, the name of the actor that's doing the character of this movie, John Wick. So yeah, it's great to have Keanu Reeves in this documentary, and you have actors, actresses, you have stunt people, you have a lot of people, and it tells you everything like drama, action, the stunt work that went through this making this movie, the influence of making this movie. Everything is in this movie, man. It's an amazing movie. Wick Is Pain is one of my favorite movie documentary. Highly recommend you guys checking it out. And if you've never seen a John Wick movie, well, start seeing a John Wick movie now. Or if you want to know about action movies or the process of movie making, definitely this movie is going to tell you another side of it, what they go through, finance. Of course, storytelling, yeah, I forgot to mention that. I also mentioned the guy that created the John Wick franchise, how he was selling the script. How he had the idea about the dog. They gave him the idea to make the John Wick movie, which is kind of cool though. All in all, I highly recommend the Wick Is Pain documentary. Just check it out. Over and out.